Hi, kindergarten. For our read aloud today, we're going to be doing Wabi Sabi. This is another tale from Asian America and Pacific Islander month. Okay. Front cover, back cover, spine. Touch your back, touch your spine. Open your mind, hands in your lap. It's story time. Wabi Sabi. Kind of a different looking book, so you'll see. Wabi Sabi was a cat who lived in Kyoto, Japan. One day, visitors from another country asked Wabi Sabi's master. I'm going to kind of turn the book so you can see because it's going to be like this long way. Wabi Sabi's master what her name meant. It had never occurred to her before that Wabi Sabi was anything more than her name. Wabi Sabi watched her master, drew breath through her teeth. They shook their head and said, "It's hard to explain." The cat tail twitched as she watched her master. Curious now, Wabi Sabi wondered if her friend Snowball could explain the meaning of her name to her. Snowball, who had been napping, stretched and yawned. "That's hard to explain," she blinked. "It's kind of a beauty," she added after a minute. So here's Wabi Sabi and here's Snowball. Then Snowball went back to sleep. Wabi Sabi wasn't sure she understood, but she didn't want to bother Snowball anymore. So she asked Rascal the dog if he knew about Wabi Sabi. Rascal was smart, but kind of mean. "That's too hard to explain to someone like you," he said to himself. Mean Rascal. "Now I am even more confused," sighed Wabi Sabi. "Am I beautiful or am I ordinary? Can anyone explain Wabi Sabi to me?" she cried. A bird flying through questioned for her. "That's hard to explain," she said Wabi Sabi, "but there's someone who can help you. His name is Kosho, and he lives on Mount Hai to the east." So here is the bird telling Wabi Sabi, like, "We will help you find the meaning of your name." "Thank you," said Wabi Sabi, and off she went to learn what her name meant. To the great Mount Hai she had to cross through the city, dazzled by the big buildings that you see right here. Shiny glass and cars, she decided if her name was true to her, it must be soft, quiet, and dark. In a short time after Wabi Sabi entered the woods, she arrived at the foot of Mount Hai. The woods were dark now, so hoping to find Kosho in the morning, she curled up beneath an old pine tree and went to sleep. She awoke to the sounds of sticking and tapping. There was a monkey there. Do you see the monkey? I know I do. "Very glad to have the tea and company," she said. "Thank you. My name is Wabi Sabi." "That's wonderful," the monkey replied. She said, "Do you know what that means?" "Well, he began. "I know it's hard to explain," she said, but he went on. So he was going to tell her what her name meant. How special. "That's a Wabi Sabi?" she asked. "Is that all?" "I don't know if I can. It's more," said the monkey. "Listen, watch, feel," he said. So more she watched him make the tea. He moved slowly but gracefully, as if he were dancing, and he handled things as if they were gold. Wow, so Wabi Sabi must be special if it's like this tea that the monkey's giving Wabi Sabi. She carefully looked at the woods surrounding them. There was so much life alike. There was no straight lines. There was many designs. She saw everything that was the nature. You might recognize these leaves like we study in the fall. "Simple things are beautiful," she heard the monkey say as he poured the more tea for her, looking down at the tea in her bowl. You see how she's looking at the tea and she's seeing her reflection? After some time, Wabi Sabi thanked her new friend, and she went to the silver temple, which you see right here, a place of prayer. There was nothing silver there, but she found the place very beautiful in a Wabi Sabi kind of way. So she kind of saw that there was beauty in that simple temple, the same way there was beauty in her simple name. Although the buildings and gardens were shaped by humans, they were neither fancy or grand. Yellow bamboo was all around the temple. Tired but glad, Wabi Sabi returned to her house. She curled up in the straw mat. She could smell the wind to her fur. Now I think I know what to call this feeling, she said to herself. That simple feeling. Wabi Sabi, cried her master, seeing her. Where have you been? That's hard to explain, she said, feeling simple and beautiful at home. So we're going to get to hear the history of Wabi Sabi. Wabi Sabi's origins are in ancient China as a way of understanding and living. But Wabi Sabi began to shape Japanese culture when they learned to live simply. So, Wabi Sabi, right? You'll see it's a book all about a little cat. And in the book, there was all these different Japanese haikus in there. And they're teaching us the importance, you'll kind of see a bigger one, of living simply and seeing the beauty and doing that. And through our story with the kitty named Wabi Sabi, we can see how she found beauty even in the bamboo, even in the house, all these different things. So you can kind of tell me, where's a place that you find beauty, or what's the meaning in your name? Can't wait to see you on Seesaw.